We are for the top-up show at Rosehill, the fucking world's best day. Great card, Mark Lambourne. A lot of favourites, but, you know.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how the track plays with the rail out 6. You know, most of the meetings with the rail out 6, you need to be on the fence. So it's not to say that all the favourites can necessarily find there. And if they do find that lane, then there's a chance of roadblocks. It's, because they won't be spreading.
The more I think about Capperjack in the last, what a job this is for a young Brock Ryan at $1.65. If you're on it at $1.65, hold your effing breath, because that looks a tricky spot.
Race 1, and the firmer here is Rotator, the favourite. I noticed 14,000 matched on the fair already, so a bit of
juice there.
Yeah, a bit of interest in this. I love it when you open up the fair page and there's just so much matched on a particular horse.
Very clever man. He texted me last night. He said that filthy fucking ringer on the show, if he thinks Rotator's going to start odds on, he's got no idea.
I thought it'd start odds against.
It's just start odds on.
Huh?
It will start odds on.
Okay.
It's the old gourd theory. Just more you put on, the more you collect.
The maps that we didn't have for the show yesterday have Minted holding out the lead. Blazing Miss Raid riding shotgun there outside. I guess there is just not a lot of
zip.
Not a lot of action there, is there? Not a lot. Zip
watching
there.
Minted last night on the tapes, it like it had Barry 1 last start. It got straight on the fence there, and
there it was straight away.
There it was straight away. So it'll be quite used to that racing spot. Normally I'm a bit well, I've learned that off you, one of your pearls, but has it got a chance? I think it does.
Okay. Race 2 and...
Favourite out of beat.
Yeah, race 2. Now the firmers here, One More Sapphire and Legion of Boom, both into single figures there. But the map does have the favourite, Galapagos, sort of getting straight onto the back of the speed here, which looks to be Upper House and Gentle Persuasion. Not a lot doing up front.
It's a pretty boring highway. I think the favourite's going to get the job done, Mark. There's not much to do.
Yeah, especially as it's been indicated to me that Pat Snipper doesn't have that much zip out of the gates, and so won't necessarily be in front of the favourite there, which I thought was the other way around. Favourite best of the day for me. Race 3, and Fragonard is the firmer here, $6 into $5. She's going to have to chase Passage of Time, who gets a solo lead by the looks of it. He, of course, won his 2 races as preparation coming from just off the speed.
Yeah, with chasing down the bunny. So an interesting, vulnerable spot for Passage of Time today.
Okay, but... I guess, it's a really interesting favourite. Asterius coming with a massive amount of momentum from his last start and yet going back to the 1300 drawn inside. So, really interesting favourite. Obviously, Passage of Time has some aces, but I've just alluded to the fact that not his winning aces necessarily.
Notice there's been some money overnight for Sabakis, who does look a freshie.
Yeah, but seems a bit short for the fact that it's first up. It's not a young horse anymore.
Oh, you think $8.50 is a bit short?
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm tipping Passage of Time, but I'm hard against the favourite there.
Right. This is another of these horses you said will win wherever they're put down next time.
Well, the last place I expected him to put it down was go back to Barrier 1, back 200 metres in distance, with no pace in the race. If you look at this last run, it's over 1,500. I mean, the stablemate took off. We don't know what that's all about, do we, guys? But anyway, Veladero took off, and it was on. It was clappers on. Asterius sucked, PR the whole way through, joined into the 200, which would be where the winning post is today, and ran away from them.
Right.
But
okay, I think what you're really saying is that the layers will be out in force for the favourite.
I think
I'm tipping the favourite. I know that you're...
I'll be on the lay side.
Okay. An even race is race 4, one of our wider races on the day. Snow Valley, the overnight firmer here. The suggestion that she's been dragged back from wide gates in the first 2 runs back from a spell. Scone and Brisbane, and will be closer in the run today. It is... Well, given that England started so long in the lead-up, I think that there's a little bit of drag on him, despite the fact that he's top pick with me.
Overnight, finishing the tapes, I'm all over Danouille and I'm all over the Queenslander Snow Valley.
Yeah, you've gone DF, haven't you? You hate that.
I just hate
that
when they're all in that same race. It's like there's a race in today, and you go through. Oh, look at that! We'll see it down the bottom. We'll get to it, whatever it's called. Mark Connors' horse, and it's $81 and gets beaten 2 lengths in that.
Celtic Love, yeah.
In one of the lead-ups that everyone's picking horses out of, there's Celtic Love bobbing, and it turns up at 80s, and you go.
Oh well, if it's 80s, then how can you back the others?
How can you back the $7? Anyway, we'll get to that.
Quackerjack has Jay Ford on now. Jay Parr obviously not riding, nor is Rachel King. And So You Win, $5 into $4 is the mover. Quackerjack heading towards $3 there, Glenn.
I think their market's getting it at the right price now.
Well, it's interesting that, Quackerjack obviously doesn't have any Rosehill creds, and So You Win's got the Rosehill creds, and, Quackerjack's got the style. I think it's an interesting match race for mine. I did say that the three backer-up, or the four backer-uppers, Quackerjack included, Gresham, Birdie Beck and Valentino Rossi. Jamie Eunice Jr. has picked up a bloody strong book of rides now with these riders out.
He's a good man, James.
That they could feature.
And don't be surprised if Articus doesn't get into a place here at $31, $49.
It is one of your little hobby horses, isn't it, Articus?
I get all cuddly and warm with some of mine. If they're with Jason Quirl, I'm cuddly, and if they're got that little Chris Lee, I know I have my profile, don't I?
Yeah, we all do, actually.
Fuck, I'm a
we
dickhead.
all do. It's just...
This is what it is.
Hard not to beat.
Well, the most boring 2400 metre race we've seen in 12 months, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the favourite does look hard to beat. Yogi is $6 into $5, and it's... Is it DP on? Who's on Yogi now?
I don't know.
It's DP. Yeah, so... wow, okay. Well, I think...
I tipped in the favourite, and last night I won at 25 to 1. So how uncomfortable do you feel?
Could you possibly see anything from the parade in the favourite here?
Yes.
You looked at it the other day. It's a nice style of horse.
Nice style of horse. Yeah, all it could do is look better.
Right. So you'd be surprised if it was suffering from its first.
I'd be very surprised.
Race 7. We're into the run home here. Tory Joy in this inscrutable mares race. $13 into $9.50. Sweet Victory remains the favourite. It's got a rider change as well. I'm just trying to think of who's on this one. Christian Reith, maybe? Or maybe not. Okay. A race that, look, I pulled Bangkok out of, but where do you look here, Glenn?
Nicky's Gold Flies second up, that's a stat. And finishing the tapes this morning, I did spot Shakura wide throughout with different form the other day. It's $41. If Shakura wins, get to fucking Rosehill and try and buy it me, because I'll have plenty.
Race, the penultimate. So next best matchings on the early on the fair here. Sylvia's Mother. But nothing to speak of as far as market action, really. Obviously, the blue colours took out Almanzora and Jordan for Reveneer to get a run.
That was really interesting, wasn't it? Because you had a little feel for Reveneer, and your feel has been
vindicated. Yeah.
But now you look more uncomfortable. Why? You're happier when it was like...
Well, it's the man asked to do a job. Your favourite jockey again, James Ennis Jr.
Good man. Favourite tomorrow, Reveneer on a place.
Yeah, favourite is very hard to beat there. And the last favourite is one of the more interesting favourites on the day because it's T-Berry to B. Ryan, and B. Ryan is like a massively negative jockey, even though he can get the job done. $7.50 to $5.50 Nick O'Shea, the T-Berry switch there.
Well, what do you do?
Well, what I did was I took $15 Americana Magic, which no one wants to back. I thought T. Clark lands on the lead here, blah, blah, blah.
With the favourite, it's very funny with the favourite. You back it, you go up the stand and you just close your eyes and hope. And if you lay it, you go up the stand and close your eyes and hope.
Oh, no.
It's either layers and punters.
I suspect it will win.
Okay, that's the job done. Anyway, Mark, what if these lovely people want to join us?
Come and join us. The first 2 weeks are always free, and you get 4 shows a week and sets for all Metro meetings. My sets, Glenn's all important Mounting Yard Mail. Jeff does an in-depth pedigree analysis for the 2-year-olds, and of course, everyone hangs on the Rangers tips, don't they? It's like
Gordo.
Well, we didn't do a midweek preview this week, and they were just climbing over themselves. Well, what does Gord like? What does Gord like? Of course,
did you see all those emails? You guys didn't do the preview, and they're all emailing him. What does Gord like?
Yeah.
Gord likes fucking drinking piss and smoking bungers. That's what
and backing winners as well. He's got a cult following. But anyway, he's part of our team. You can watch us through the week in those 4 shows. And lots of content, and you will love it. It's first 2 weeks free. Mad not to join. RacingRant.com. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.